Nangongora biraja Karajarri Wilburuja Uludango Mandiana Weba Ngababa Mago.
I like coming out here and checking the traps, seeing what's inside the traps, and identifying what sort of animals we got out on country, different species.
This is a desert environment. It's quite far north, so it's still affected by the annual monsoon. So there's a little bit more shrub and tree vegetation here than in some other Australian deserts. So we're here to carry out a biodiversity survey, and the aim of that survey is to look at the impacts of fire and fire management on plants and animals in this IPA.
Yeah, here we're making some animal traps. We're putting the buckets down, and here this is the little fencing thing we put across so the animals can go on both sides, either both sides, and get into the bucket.
We've started just this year. It's a 4-year monitoring project, so we have 2 different sites on the Karajarri Desert in the Indigenous Protected Area. And yeah, the project will continue on for another 4 years, and we've engaged with some consultants, Sarah Legg and Environs Kimberley.
Setting baits for the camera trap, see if we can catch any animals.
We have done some fire and biodiversity plots, so we're doing them in different fire ages and collecting different mammals and reptiles in pitfalls and funnels to figure out how many different species we have out here in different fire age plots.
So this is our second survey, and even so we're early on in the program, we're already seeing really strong patterns. So we're seeing shifts in the faunal community in vegetation of different age since the last fire. And in particular, some of the mammals we're only finding in long unburnt vegetation, and some of the reptiles similarly only in long unburnt vegetation. And they tend to be the ones that live on the ground surface and are active during the day. So they need cover. They need cover to escape from predators and also to escape from the heat. And so in areas that are burnt frequently, those sorts of animals would slowly drop out of the system, and we're already seeing that pattern emerging from the work we've done so far.
I guess the main question that we wanted answered was how fire is affecting our desert country for the animals and all the flora and fauna. But also being out here is giving us a great opportunity to find out sort of what the old people used to be doing out in the desert, you know, what bush tucker they were having, which birds are coming in, and what sort of species are using this area.
Obviously the traditional owners of country have a very deep and thorough knowledge of their country, but many groups still have a thirst for having scientific input. They want to be able to use that method to help them achieve their aims and to help report on what they're doing to funders and supporters. And it's really important, therefore, that we are able to bring science to ranger groups and other traditional owner groups that do want that kind of extra expertise injected into their program. So I think what we're doing here is really important, and I hope there'll be more of it in the future.